A while back, I shot my first book cover and I shot it with the GFX 50R. And I gotta say, Fujifilm colors, they're unmatched. So the thing that was different from this workflow and how I usually work was all this effort was gonna scale up to begin with and narrow down to one single image because that's what the client wanted. Usually when you shoot like weddings, you start small and you scale up because you're gonna deliver, I don't know, if you do a full day, you're gonna deliver at least 600 to 800 images. And that's what made this project actually pretty fun because it's so different to my usual workflow. And the way we set it up, I'm gonna show you some B-roll of how I set it up, was a little bit different from how I usually do it. And that's why this project was so much fun, because it's a reverse workflow, so to speak. I'm gonna show you some B-roll on how I set it up. I'm gonna show you the final image. We're gonna talk about it. And we're definitely gonna take a look at these amazing, unmatched, excellent Fujifilm GFX 50R colors. Well, okay, let's go through this simple setup that I have rigged up here. On the right, you have the Visico 5 flash with the 140mm Octa softbox with a grid. I love this flash. It softens up the light so much. It has never disappointed me. But from the beginning when I started using this flash, it was giving me a hard time. I just couldn't figure it out until I put that 140mm Octabox on it, and then it started doing magic. And if you look slightly to the left, you see I have a rim light that's slightly behind her. It's not right next to her where you usually place your rim light, but slightly behind her just to get a little bit more light on the back of the neck, back of the hair, and it worked out beautiful. And in the back there, in front of the mirrors, I have a gray, big fabric that I just hung up as a backdrop, and that also worked really good considering we were going for a little bit of a darker, moodier tone. And in the front, you see on the chair, I have a reflector, a white reflector, and that was bouncing off some of the light from the flash straight onto the subject. And of course, I'm shooting this with the GFX 50R. Nothing else would do. My R6 Mark II wouldn't do. The GFX 50R produces some of the best colors I've ever seen. Okay, if you made it this far, thank you very much. Let's take a look at some of these images and do a walkthrough. First image up here, the starting phase. This is where we started off. I was trying to pose Mika a little bit, see if she's comfortable, uncomfortable, get her warm in her seat. Now at this stage of the shoot, I haven't adjusted any skin tones or anything. I was just playing around with the lights, see what would suit her face best. Moving on to image number 2. This is the trial and error phase. So here I was trying to pose her a little bit. We tucked in that ponytail, brought a little bit more light on her face and separated her some more from the background. Okay, now this is where things start to get a little bit more fun. Here we have applied all of the butterflies with glue all the way up to the neck. I wanted it to feel a little bit more like a Victorian dress, so to speak. So here, I've separated her even more from the background. I put a little bit more light on her face, chin up, a more proud image. So we're dialing in what we are trying to get out from the shoot here in this third image. Image number 4. This is the final image that we took on location. It has been post-processed a little bit when it comes to the exposure, skin tones, white balance, and sharpness. But the butterflies are still looking a bit plasticky since they have just been applied and no effect has been put on them yet. Moving on to the 5th and final image, here is the coup de grace. This is the final image that the client chose to put on her book cover. Here, I post-processed the butterflies, gave them some movement, and just tweaked the small details to make this whole image come together. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, consider subscribing, be a part of this community. I will be so thankful. And as I mentioned before, once I reach 1K subscribers, I'm doing some sort of giveaway, so stay tuned for that as well. and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye now.